Hello and thank you for clicking. I am Jonny Smail. This is Words of Motivation. Have you ever thought, what would you do if you were told you only had 24 hours to live? Just one day. What would you do? Now, what would you do then if you had 1 week to live? How would you spend your time? What experiences would you be rushing to get out of the way? Now, shift the focus a little bit more. What if you were told you had 6 months to live? What would you be trying to do? What would you be putting in the greatest effort to get out of the way? Would it be mending a relationship with someone? Would it be trying to ultimately finish one of your life goals? What would you do at that time? Yet suddenly, when we were told, or when we have the knowledge that we have 50 years to live, suddenly all of that is no longer relevant. It's no longer a burning desire to accomplish these things, to get that experience out of life, to live in that moment. Why do we do that to us? Why do we do that to ourselves? When we know ultimately every one of us is going to die. So embrace the moment, embrace the now. Do the things that you need to do, because tomorrow has never been guaranteed. And we allow ourselves to get fooled by this idea, this safety net of tomorrow. And I don't know where it came from. Tomorrow has never been a promise. Tomorrow has never been a guarantee to you. So embrace every moment and experience that you deal with right now. Tutto, ritenga, perché, sono vivo. Everything I feel is because I'm alive. It's one of my tattoos. Embrace what you have. Be thankful for what you have. And let go of yesterday, because it serves you nothing today. So my father's in the hospital right now. And he's been for about a week now. Excuse me. He's never been a healthy individual. And since he's retired, there's been a steady declination of health, if you will. And it's upsetting to watch. But last week I had to call the ambulance for him. I came home and he was a bit delusional, to say the least. And since he's been in the hospital, been running a lot of tests. But one thing that he's doing is he's coughing up this black stuff. Most of you will think when you have internal bleeding, generally when you puke up or cough up blood, it looks black. That's exactly what I thought it was. But it's mold. How do you get mold in your lungs? How do you not know that you're that sick that you get to the point in which a fungus grows inside of you? Now, in the military, I learned about immersion foot, where if you're your feet are experienced or exposed to water for so long that when you take your boot off, the skin comes off your foot too. And there's certain types of rot that'll happen to the exterior of your body. I've never heard of anybody having mold in their lungs. And how do you not know this? How do you not feel like there's something wrong? Look, up to this event, up to this moment, he didn't really care much what was going on around him. He just wanted to be left alone. Right now in the hospital, all he's saying is he wants to get better. I just want to get better. When up until now, it wasn't much of an issue for him. It's funny. How when suddenly we think we're going to die is when we want to live. So don't let that happen to you. You need to choose life. Because one day, the choice might be taken away from you. So live your life. If anything I learned from this, live your life. And we all know the Rolling Stone covers no moss. Well, body in motion, body in activity will hold no mold. And I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life. Will you? Thank you for your time.